today I'm going to film my carry-on video. These are almost my favourite videos to film because it means I'm just about to go on holiday. I always do the packing video a little bit ahead of time, probably a week and a half out. I am, or not I, my husband, we are driving down to the airport tomorrow and I am beyond excited. So I thought I would share with you what I am packing in my carry-on. I'm going to talk a little bit about carry-on as well because I bought it last year. I've used it a couple of times now and I'm really impressed with it. And then what's going to be in my handbag, just kind of everything that's going on the plane with me. So first of all, this is the carry-on. This is the lighting is, you know, less than optimum for this video. I apologise. This is the, what is it called? Pliage Neo from, I always want to call it Aspinall and it's not at all. What is this brand? This brand is Longchamp. Longchamp. I was always a big fan of the idea of these bags, but I didn't like the brown leather contrast. So the Neo collection does like colour-coded leather. So if you've got a red one, it would be red. It's really, really nice. I think the size that I've got is large. I tried the medium, it wasn't quite big enough. And this is perfect. I've used this for weekends away. I've used this only a couple of times really and carry on a plane at this point. But if I'm going to go anywhere and I'm packing for myself, just me, I can pretty much get away with this for a few nights because it is very, very roomy and really hard wearing the actual material. I need to give it a wipe down really. Anyway, so delving into what's in the inside of this bag. First of all, I have my computer. I'm not planning on doing anything on the plane itself, but anything that I absolutely do not want to go missing has to go in my carry-on. So that is obviously included in that. I have this bag, which is, I think I got this from Clarins. I had a treatment and I think I got like a little bit of a goodie bag that came with it and this came, everything came in here. So I have a bunch of different stuff in here. This is mostly cables. So I've got chargers, I've got a notebook and pen. I've been really into, if you saw my video at the beginning of the year where I was talking about mindfulness and, what did I call it? Law of attraction. I know it's not for everyone, but I'm trying to be more mindful, trying to practice gratitude. I know it's very hippy-dippy nonsense, but in my mind, it doesn't hurt to try something like that. It's not affecting my daily life if it doesn't really mean anything. And, you know, I think generally it doesn't hurt to be a little bit more grateful. So I'm kind of putting some vibes out there. These are some positive thoughts, and that's what the notebook is for. I don't really think I'm going to be making notes about anything on the plane, but if something comes to me. I've got a nail file, you never know. I've got some more of these hair bubbles because they're my favourites. Just chargers and stuff. Oh yeah, this Anchor power bank is the best one I've ever had. It lasts me forever. You get at least 4 full charges out of it. I was using it with other people when I went on a trip last year and it was amazing. I will link anything that I've bought from Amazon will be in this little Amazon shop thing that I've made. So you can kind of have a glance through any travel stuff specifically that I recommend from there. This I purchased very recently. This is a memory card case. I'm always losing my memory cards. And so I bought this specifically for this trip. I will let you know how I get along with it, whether or not I think it's kind of worth buying. I don't know whether or not for the average person it would be, but if you have a lot of memory cards, maybe it would be. I just kind of end up having them in my purse and things, and having broken a couple now, I thought it was probably about time I invested in something to keep them a little bit more safe. That's pretty much everything in there. I've got some tissues. And then, further in this bag, I have, this is the thing most people are more excited about. This is my, I want to say travel toiletries, but it's not entirely my travel toiletries. It's my in-flight things. Again, I am only putting things in here that I think I will use on the plane or that I absolutely do not want to be without when we get there. I'm not packing anything. I'm not packing like clothes or underwear or anything like that in case anything goes missing. But I'm not even really packing makeup. I can't even remember what's in here. We'll go through it in a second. But I do not want to be without my skincare. So I've got pretty much all of it in here. And it's all condensed down to miniature size or in a small pot anyway, so I'll go through that in a second. In here I have my laptop charger. For those of you that watched one of these that I did last year, you will know I forgot my laptop charger. I showed you. I was like, here it is, going into my carry-on. And then I took it out to upload a video, and then I left it at home and had to spend £70 at Heathrow Airport on another one. That was painful. So unfortunately, the same is happening again. I am going to just leave that out because I have got some work to do before I repack this bag tonight, but fingers crossed I do not make that mistake again. This is a spare camera. I'm filming on my Canon M50 is the one I'm filming on and planning on vlogging with. But I am taking my old Canon G7X. This is the ultimate vlogging camera. If you were going to get one camera to do everything, this is amazing. I'm too clumsy to own this camera, and it's just absolutely wrecked. I don't think that it's very durable to begin with, like the autofocus stuff wears out really, really quickly. But, I mean, it just wasn't the right thing for me. I had 2 of them. I would love to get another one, but they're so expensive for how long they last. So I've invested in something a little bit larger now, hoping that that lasts me a little bit longer. But I am taking that just in case, and I have the charger for that in my main luggage. I've got some headphones. These are the Bose noise cancelling headphones, but they're the wired ones, not the wireless ones. And I feel like I would lose wires and stuff, like anything that goes with something, anything that's wireless, that's supposed to be more convenient. I feel like I would lose the components that make it convenient. The AirPods. Lee really wants some AirPods, and I have absolutely no interest in them because I know for a fact I would lose one immediately. There are certain things you just have to know about yourself. I've got some fluffy socks, I was going to say. I was torn between fluffy and fuzzy. Fluffy socks. And that's because I don't really wear socks on the regular, so I will be getting on the plane with my trainers on without socks. I know, it's like blasphemy for some people, but I just don't wear socks. And so when I get on the plane, I'll take off my shoes and I'll put on the socks because it's weird to be barefoot on a plane. Not everybody likes that. I've got a hairbrush. This is, I don't even know, is this a tangle teaser? It's not the cleanest hairbrush in the world, but I think this was maybe a wet brush, or I think it had something to do with macadamia oil from years ago. And then the last thing that's in this bag is my many, many pills and things that I possibly could need at all in life. Anywhere I go, even if it's for one night, this bag comes with me. It's got anything from anti-sickness tablets, Imodium, ibuprofen, obviously all the regular painkillers, going up to some like better stuff just in case it's a really bad painkiller situation. I've got a heat pad for my back in here, strep cells, loads and loads and loads of stuff. If you need something and you are with me, I probably have it. So that's everything that is in the carry-on. I've really tried to not go crazy because I know that I will be bringing things back, even if it's just Bath & Body Works and Sephora. I know that I will, and I want to make it as easy as I can on myself packing it coming home. I don't want to have to be really strategic. I want to just be able to throw things in for the way home. So let's zoom in for the fun portion of this video, shall we? So first of all, this is from Sephora. For those of you wondering, I haven't had a problem travelling with this in the past. However, everything in here will fit in one of the standard bags anyway. I saw on Twitter the other day someone absolutely kicking off saying that, I can't remember if it was Heathrow or Gatwick, she was really unhappy that they'd taken something off her, like perfume or, contact lens solution? I don't remember. They were going crazy about it, as if it was like a really abnormal practice. Have you known an airport in the last, 15 to 20 years where you haven't had to put everything in one of those clear plastic bags, or have it in a bag that is kind of okay? Have you been through an international airport situation, recently-ish, where you've been able to just take what you want? It just seemed crazy to me. If I felt like she'd kind of time travelled to here and couldn't understand why suddenly all of the rules and restrictions applied. It was strange. But yeah, this definitely will all fit in one of those regulation bags if I need to put it in there. So I've got some Pixie makeup melting cleansing cloths. I have this, I can't be without these on a flight, number one, but also after the jet lag. So even at home, when I'm having a particularly tired morning, which is almost every morning, I wake up and my face, I look like I'm allergic to something. Really, really puffy. My eyes barely want to open. And eye spray, because I can't do eye drops because I'm a baby, eye spray is fantastic. I'm just realising that I just put on liquid lipstick just before filming this video, and I thought, I didn't check to see if it was on my teeth. I think we're cool. So eye spray. If you haven't tried it already, you should. If you get very dry eyes, or you just want to kind of pick me up, this stuff is amazing. And I definitely always have it with me if I'm flying. I'll do it throughout the flight, but just before we land, I'll kind of do a wipe, do a little bit of skincare, refresh and stuff, and always do the spray then. Same with the Cordially, a really nice refresher. Wouldn't do this at my seat, any kind of spray. Eye spray, yeah, but any like facial sprays or anything like heavily fragranced, I wouldn't do those things at my seat. Not everybody appreciates the fragrances that you like Obviously, when we're talking about things going into the air, there are people with asthma and stuff. It's kind of obnoxious to assume that everyone's cool with the stuff that you're doing. So I wouldn't do that, but I would take this into the bathroom and kind of refresh and stuff before we get off the plane. So I have this Pixie Rose Flash Balm, which is very, very nice as a primer, but it also works on just bare skin with no makeup on at all, just to kind of perk up my skin and make it look a little bit fresher. So I put that in, and I just found in my bag this, what's it called, sample of the Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow Instant Soft Focus Beauty Flash. So I may give this a go instead when I get off the plane, because I don't want to have to put on a load of makeup, but I kind of want to feel a little bit fresh. I will be vlogging when we arrive. I'll probably do my makeup when we get to the hotel anyway, because we're going to go out and do things, but just, you know, we've got a couple of hours between getting off the plane and getting to wherever it is that we're going, and I want to feel a little bit, you know, not ugh. So I have also got some mascara. I just put this one in there because it's a mini, don't particularly like it. It's the Smashbox Full Exposure. Glossier Boy Brow. I don't know what colour this is in. Oh, brown. Again, those three things would just make me feel a little bit more alive after a very long flight. I have got my lash serum from L'Oreal in here because I'm using this at the moment. I'm trying to test it out. I'm not remembering to do it every day. I promised I would do a review. Already have to use it for 30 days for it to really do anything, and I'm really hit and miss with it. So I thought I'll put it in here just to make sure that I don't forget about it. I'll probably do it a couple of times on the flight, and then I will have it with me the entire trip. I have, oh, again, this is another fragrant thing that maybe would not be cool to do at your seat, but it is a roll-on, and it's like a calming aromatherapy oil, which is really, really nice if you're feeling a little bit stressed out, which I don't particularly, but you don't know how stressful a flight can be until you get on it. I have my cleanser, which is not in here as a cleanser per se because I don't think I'm going to do a cleanse on the plane, but the night before, again, a lot of this skincare is in here because I don't want to have to go into my luggage the night before we fly. Everything's already in my main checked luggage case. So the night before when we stay in a hotel, I'm going to do all of my skincare and stuff, and that's part of the reason. I'd already forgotten that when I started filming this, and now I'm remembering. So that's why I've got, you know, an abnormal amount of skincare in here. I have a tiny little facial oil from Clarins. This is the Blue Orchid Face Treatment Oil. And this, which is absolutely fabulous. If you've never seen this before, I mean, how can you not have seen a little stacking pot of whatever? But I actually showed this a couple of times last year and I'm obsessed. I've just switched out the creams that are in here. I got this from Boots and I can't remember how much I paid, but not a lot. I'm going to try and remember what is in here. I'm going to try. The top one is the Pixie Ceramide Oil. The second one is Elizabeth Arden Cream for my whatever, cuticles, lips, blah, blah, blah. The middle one is the Bobbi Brown Nourishing Mask, which is amazing on a plane. The fourth one down is the, I don't remember what it's called, but it's like a clay mask from Beauty Pie, and it's like an exfoliating mask. Not a clay mask, like a, maybe a clay mask? I think it said it was what was it called? It was like, not moulding, but like a thick, maybe it was clay, I don't know, but it's like a thick, like, there's a word that's escaping me or eluding me right now, but it's really, really good. So if you get, when you're on holiday, I don't know about you, but I start to feel a lot of, when I've been in the sun, a lot of kind of roughness here and dryness, and so I'll just do kind of this area, maybe my chin, the areas where my pores can get a little bit clogged, and I'll use that at some point while we're away. And then on the last one is eye cream. I think it's an eye serum, in fact, from Decléor, I'm going to say. I believe all of that information is correct. Because I am just that organised, I am now filming on my spare camera because my other one's dead. And this one is flashing at me. So we're going to be quick. I'm going to speed through what I've got in my handbag. So this was from, I think, Parfois. I got this from Debenhams last year. Ooh. And I have in here not a lot. I've got my card holder, which has got my like regular cards that I use all the time. I've got my wallet, which is going to have my dollars and stuff in it. And then I've got this, which is a very, very useful little pouch that I bought pre-loved from Louis Vuitton last year. And I'm going to be using it as my passport holder. I ended up selling my Aspinall passport holder because I just didn't think it was big and bulky and pointless, to be quite honest. And this, when I get to my destination, I have a couple of different chains that I can use with it and straps and things. And I can use it as a clutch, I can use it as a crossbody bag. It's just super, super useful. I would highly recommend buying like a little clutch and using it as a passport holder, because then it's got double duty when you get there. I've got my phone. This case is from Casetify and I love it. I have another lip balm, which is the Elizabeth Arden Actual Stick Lip Balm. Some extra headphones that fit into my phone. More ibuprofen. The Dior Lip Maximizer, which will have to go in that bag of liquids if it goes through security. And my sunglasses. Oh, there we go, which is from H&M, and I love. And that is everything that's going to be coming directly on the plane with me. I do have another carry-on. Okay, this camera died too. Thankfully, I actually have a spare battery for this one. And the sun, do you not think it's like creeping further over as we go? Leave these things till the last minute, why don't I? So if you didn't see my packing video, I'm actually taking 2 carry-ons this time, which is novel, I suppose. But the reason is we haven't got so much space in the car to get them to the airport to begin with. We're also going to be driving around when we get there. We're going to LA and Las Vegas, for those of you that didn't know. Seriously, this sun. And yeah, just I wanted to make it as easy as possible. So instead of having a larger case, I've now got 2 smaller ones because it kind of fits in the Tetris that is the car a little bit better. So one of those will be coming on the plane with me. So there's other things like other charges and stuff that I don't want to go missing that are going in there that would potentially have gone in another carry-on or whatever. But nothing that I'm going to be getting out on the plane. This is all the stuff that I will either need on the plane or that will be kind of to hand, at least. Oh, and my iPad. My iPad's charging right now. My iPad will be coming with me. I never watch stuff on the plane entertainment. Is anybody else like me? I only ever watch what I've brought with me. The problem is I've just downloaded a game for my iPad Pro, which is called Civilization 6. Did you ever? I was big on strategy games as a kid. I liked Civilization, I liked Age of Empires, that kind of thing. Oh my god, it's amazing. It's a full-on PC game, but it's on an iPad, and it's so big that I'm not able to download that much stuff on top of it. Plus, if I want to watch something, I have to watch it in this like tiny picture-in-picture thing while I'm playing the game. I think I'm going to play the game though. I think I'm going to keep the game, which means I may have to start actually watching the stuff that is on the in-flight thing. It's going to be a new experience for me. Usually I just leave it on the thing that, you know, the sky map, the thing that tells you where you are. So occasionally in the middle of watching more Vampire Diaries reruns, I look up and I'm like, oh, we're halfway there, that's good. I hardly ever use it. I think it just frustrates me, like the touch screen. I don't know. Everybody else. Lee can get on a plane with like a pair of headphones in his pocket and that's it. I mean, part of that is because I obviously bring a lot of other stuff, but it drives me nuts. I have to be surrounded by my things. So yeah, that is it for this video. I'm now very glad that I had this spare camera to hand. Sorry for the disjointed nature of the video because I'm so disorganised, but I am planning on charging everything this evening and that's why I'm going to let myself off. So thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please go and subscribe. Check out my other videos. There will be vlogs, but I promise we're not going to do vlog like last time. I'm going to split them up a little bit. I know not everybody's into travel vlogs. It's not just going to be a bombardment of travel vlogs, but I'm going to do some stuff that hopefully you'll be interested in because we're going to various different locations. I'm excited. I will see you guys later. Bye!
Every time I'm going out, the same things keep happening.